Hi, everybody. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to my live. Disclaimer, this is very off the cuff and very not at all. Don't expect a professional presentation by any by any sense of the means. But I'm here to share new work as I alerted in my stories. A few more or less work in progress, but close to being done, which I'm super excited about. Hey Marie, how are you? Good to see you. Another one from my art mentorship group. So guys, we're live, so I'm just gonna get right into it. I know I'm supposed to wait a few minutes, but you know what? I'm such an impatient person. I'm just going to be real. I'm just gonna be authentic for this one. Expect nothing less from me. Hey Deb, another one from the art mentorship group. Nice to see you, sharing new work. And I only have one day here in my studio this week, so I want to make sure I get in here and share what I've been working on. I've just been like a super busy bee. I really don't, that term definitely is not aligned with my normal way of speaking whatsoever, but hey, I've been freaking busy bee this last week and even weekend. And I'm so excited to share some of my new work with you guys. Super on the neutral trend, but exciting news. I am incorporating color, and I told you I'm always trying to use more color. So we've got some taupes. It's almost like more of a grayish, and there actually is more of a blue-green tinge to this. Black. It might be black, but hey, it's very much a blue-green black, and there is some olive green just hiding out in the background. So I'm very proud of myself because, yes, I did exactly what I said I was intending to do, and I am using more color. This is blue. It's like a, you know what, I'm going to tell you exactly what color blue it is because I have it right here. I bought this a long time ago. Midnight blue. Aha. Midnight blue. Another super fun one. I wasn't going to show that to you just yet, but since I walked away, you already saw it. So here, guys, I've got, it's almost more like, I don't even know, what do you call this? It's tan. It's more of a tan. I know it looks white in this picture, but it really is a tan. And this is more of like, yes, it is a black, but it's got like a greenish brown, almost more of like an olivey undertone. So it's not black and white. It's pretty darn close, but these are actual colors you're seeing here. This is not black and white. But if anyone knows, what would you call this? It's almost got like a peachy undertone, but I hate to use the word peach. I think I've got like some underlying trauma from peach. That was the color of one of my bedrooms growing up, and when we bought this home here, it was like literally inside and out, this horrible peach color. So we're not gonna call it peach, but there is like a pinky tan undertone here, almost like maybe a terracotta undertone, and a buff. Deb, see, I knew someone would have it exactly. Buff, almost like a nude, like a skin tone. I like that. Buff. We're gonna call it buff. That's brilliant. Thank you so much. And then we've got this olivey black here. But I'm loving this piece. And then this is a frame that I am in the midst of rehabbing. Let me know what you think. This part here still needs touching up. So it will be closer to the gold you're seeing here. And then this one here, love. This is one of my favorites. I've been sharing some sneak peeks of this. And we have some of that same color from this one here in here. It looks totally different against a true black, more of a bluish gray black, but we do have some creamy white, and then we've got some of this olivey color and this really pretty like grayish. I'm gonna go with grayish. For now, but thank you, Deb. I love that. Buff. It's buff. And then this one here, guys, I love so much. So I got back in town last week and there was some paint that I didn't recap fully. And so too much air got in, and we all know what happens when too much air gets into our paint. It dried up. And I was so pissed. I was like, damn it, I'm not letting this paint go. And so I chipped away at it, and I was able to make something out of that dried out paint. It wasn't totally hard as a rock, but it was close to hard as a rock, but I could separate it. And I'm not gonna tell you how I did it. It's grubby and grimy and dirty, but I was able to use it to create some really incredible texture. Like really incredible texture. It's almost like walking on the moon type of texture. That's what it reminds me of, like what you'd find on the surface of the moon. I have no aspirations to go there, by the way, but it's what I think you'd find if you were walking on the moon. If anyone's been there, please confirm or not. My instinct. So I used that dried out paint to create some really beautiful texture. I'm playing with the idea of the gold flecks. I'm not totally sure I'm on board with that, but I do like how it brings out the gold of this frame. This is another antique frame. I had another piece in here. I posted it in my stories yesterday and this morning. I had another piece in here that I really loved, but the frame did have some irreparable damage, I thought. And just like everything ReFashioned art, these pieces are made out of reclaimed materials. I collect unwanted artwork, unwanted canvases, unwanted paints, unwanted frames, and I remake them into something new and stylish and cool. So everything you see here is onto at least its second or third life, and I take great pride in that because huge part of ReFashioned art, the mission here is to merge style and sustainability. And how can I encourage you to look for beauty where it's not normally found? Like, you know, maybe those discards, maybe something you wrote off as being no longer, you know, worth having a place in your life, or trash. Maybe you can find another use for it. So highly encourage you, try this at home. If you're brave enough, highly encourage you, try it at home. But sometimes, guys, you know, I rehab everything. Any canvas, I repaint it. You know, it's a whole process. It's a whole thing. But if sometimes there are damages, and again, like these are well patinaed antique canvas frames rather. So there, of course, there's wear. They're patinaed. You can tell they've had life. There's history there. Also part of what I love so much about collecting these unwanted pieces. But there are sometimes, if there is damage, if it doesn't live up to my standard, then it's gotta go. So I hate when that happens. And this one here did have some breaks in the canvas, on the frame and the wood that I could not repair on my own. The time it would take to bring it somewhere to have it repaired just didn't seem worth it. So I had to go with plan B. And so I decided to take apart the frame a little bit and put this piece in there instead. Yeah, and I love it. And then we've got this one here. I love, love, love. And let me see, I think this one is closer to a 30 by 40. 32 by 38. 32 by 38. Love that one. And again, black and white, favorite color palette. Black and white with gold, even better. Love it. And I am going to show you guys real quick. Oh my goodness, I've got like so many frames here. I'm in the middle of rehabbing. So this was the piece. Again, it was kind of like the mini-me of this one here. These are brand new, guys. They're not on my website. They're not framed yet. But this one was in here originally. And I love it. I love it so much. But again, you can see it's kind of like the mini-me. And again, you know, with abstract art, one of my favorite things, it can be positioned any of 4 ways. That's what I love so much about it. There are no rules. There are no rules. But I'm going to find another really fun, unique frame. Gold preferably, that this one is going to go in. And I just love, you know, another one of my signature styles for ReFashioned art is that mixing of the old and new, that modern, abstract, rather minimal art to go in the, you know, vintage, antique, ornate frame. And like, look at this one back here. I just love this detail. I love, love, super love it. You know, that happens. It happens. I think everyone is alive, so I'm gonna keep going. I hope I didn't scare anyone. I got scared a little bit, but I I'm okay. I think it's the heat. I blame it on the heat. I think it's gonna be like 105 in here today. But anyway, I'm gonna keep going. And you get to see this beautiful black and white called Reimagine, which yes, is for sale. And I wasn't gonna show you that, but this is for sale, and that's a great big one. Do not have the sizing off the top of my head. I am not gonna stop again to measure it, because look what I did. Anyway, I wanna show you guys these. These are the midnight blue pieces. Also have this great texture. I love the depth of these canvases. Great depth. So super thick canvases. These are not totally exact, but how amazing would these go together? So again, we've got the midnight blue. I've got some other tones of blue mixed in there, but for the most part, midnight blue. And again, abstract, they could go any of 4 ways, however you like it. But we've just got that super texture, like super texture. I know it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell on here, but we've got some great big texture. And one more set. These are not totally done, but I wanted to show you, and again, obviously not the same size. They could go any of 4 ways, but I love these. So again, we've got super thick canvases, teeny tinies. I love my minis. And I'm just adding a little bit of that gold on top. So black and gold, again, one of my favorites, but we've got that super texture on these, and they're so teeny tiny, it's hard to tell how profound the actual depth of this texture, the volume of it is, but yeah, you can't even tell, but it's pretty darn good. So let me know, guys, what you think of these. I think they would be super adorable together. And then the other thing that I do want to show you that I'm super loving, again, this is brand new, well, antique frame for sure, super old frame. I was going to paint it gold, but you know what, guys, I actually really love it as is. So, and it's got a little bit of a gold shimmer on top. There's a very subtle gold on top, but I really am loving it. This frame is actually in really great shape. But, so basically, found this at an antique store, and then I found a canvas that I painted and put inside. And again, love the mixing of the old and the new, the antique frame with this modern abstract art, which I just created. Very cool. So let me know what you think. Also, ideas on names for this one. I do not have any names for that one. And then the last one I want to show you, and again, this one will need to go to the framers to be completely put back together, but really loving this one, super minimal, but again, it's just a really subtle piece of artwork. But again, we've got that abstract, minimal art with the gold frame. This one's not too ornate, but again, this has not been to the framers yet to be all sealed up. So if you have ideas, you know, would this be better in a white frame, a black frame, silver? Let me know. Let me know. Open to ideas for sure. Okay, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap after my my total setup debacle. Thanks for staying on. You know, it happens. It hasn't happened to me for a long time where my whole setup just completely fell apart. But that's why I love live so much, because there's no rehearsing and there's no editing. It's just real. All right, so websites, if you want to check out my portfolio of original work, iamlauramadden.com/art. And if you want to shop limited prints and merch, find out more about my commissions, shop.iamlauramadden.com. And if you go to either of those websites, both of which are linked in my bio, you can get to both websites. Both are linked on each site. And yeah, I'm just happy to be here with you guys. My one day here in the studio this week. So I wanted to share with you some of these things I'm so excited about. Let me know if you have any questions. Hi, guys. Thanks for dropping on. And Deb, I super appreciate that again. I super appreciate that. Buff. I'm gonna use that one for sure. Suggestions, guys, any ideas, feedback, throw it out there. I love to hear it and love connecting with you guys. It always like spurs some other ideas or something else I can try that I just hadn't thought of yet. And that's it for today. Have a wonderful week. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to stop talking because I just love to get on here and just blabber on, but not going to do that today because it's too hot. All right, guys, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.